You know, accumulating wealth for retirement, that's one thing. But spending it without running out is an entirely different challenge. And as market volatility continues to test investor nerves, many are wondering if the traditional stock market is still the best place for their nest egg. You know, from understanding your true risk capacity to finding guaranteed income streams that protect your lifestyle, we're going to break down the blueprints for a financial future that built to last. We've got some good help, too. Joining us to discuss, to move from the guesswork to a game plan, we've got the founder of Mitch Lyons Wealth, former MSU and NFL player, Mitch Lyons, right here. Hi, Mitch.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Happy you are. Should people really, people traditionally think the stock market's where I need to be. It's so volatile, though. Should people be looking to other options?
It has been, clearly. And, one of the areas we look at is our private equity. And you think about it, over 87% of the companies in America that are over 100 million in revenues are privately held. And yet we're all clamoring for the same 13% that are publicly traded. So there's a lot of options out there to help people not only perhaps gain more return, but more importantly, be non-correlated to their other stock and mutual fund holdings and help bring a little stability to your overall portfolio.
Stability, that word you use, is pretty key for people who are investing. And they might hear you and think, well, if I do that, that sounds riskier than what I'm doing now. Can we talk a little bit about the risk tolerance versus risk capacity? Is it even riskier to do that?
It's not necessarily, and it's not for all your eggs in the basket. Obviously, we typically recommend maybe 10 to 15% of your portfolio using that private equity options, private credit. But when you talk about risk tolerance, that's what you're comfortable with handling, right? And that can be entirely different than what your risk capacity is, which is how much can your portfolio actually stand to lose and still keep your plan on place. So we're more focused on risk capacity than really risk tolerance. Okay,
so I'm going to break that down one more time. So somebody might say, this is what I'm comfortable putting out there. But you might say, well, your portfolio might be healthier than that. You might be able to put a little bit more on that. So you have those conversations.
Or, hey, you might be comfortable losing 20%, but here's what it's going to do to the likelihood of you having a successful retirement if you lose 20%.
Oh, okay.
And that may not be in alignment with what you're trying to do as a retiree.
So I'm assuming someone watching this right now might think, I want to make sure I'm okay for my retirement. What's the first step they should do? I'm assuming contacting you, right?
Yeah, really the first step is understanding where you are. If we can understand where you are from an investment standpoint, from a planning standpoint, where your income sources in retirement, and then create a plan. And that's what we really focus on, is no different than my football days, creating a game plan to win retirement.
Well, that's what you want to do, that game plan to win retirement. If you're watching this right now and you need more information, don't always think the stock market's where everything needs to be. There are other opportunities out there, and Mitch Lyons and his team can show them to you. MitchLyonsWealth.com is the website. You can get that information. Or if you prefer talking to people, it's pretty easy, 844-867-8335 for Mitch Lyons Wealth.